A rainy trend continued today across our viewing area. When will it end? Plus, Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner is this week's guest on Monday with the Mayor, and Pat Moriarty and Dave Englert with the Southern Indiana Leatherneck Detachment are our guests this evening on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin tonight with the continuing pattern of rain across our viewing area. Yet another round of rainfall hit us this morning, and an end may not be in sight anytime soon. SouthernIndianaWeather.com meteorologist Michael Wilhite says this weather pattern has been in place for a while now.
This is basically the same pattern that we have been in all winter long. You know, we had snow all winter long, and the pattern really hasn't broken. We're still running about 10 to 15 degrees below normal for our average high. Yesterday was above normal, and that was nice.
According to the Louisville office of the National Weather Service, parts of Du Bois and surrounding counties have gotten upwards of 6 inches of rainfall over the last month. One rainstorm that hit the area just over a week ago dropped more than 5 inches of rain. That storm also caused issues for the town of Ferdinand as the wastewater plant there went down for some time due to the rain. Another recent thunderstorm produced lightning, which struck the Ireland water tower and a nearby tree, causing a break in the water main and a draining of the tower. Wilhite says the weather pattern is here to stay for the foreseeable future.
There's not an end in sight to this pattern right now. As far as I can see, it's going to take something pretty big to knock this pattern. We've been stuck in it for the past 5 or 6 months now. The National Weather Service has put us under an El Nino watch for this summer. So an El Nino could, in theory, break down the pattern, but it's not a guarantee that will develop. We'll just have to see how that happens. But if it does, that's, we're still looking probably 4 or 5 months away from it developing.
The wet weather has also caused concerns for farmers across the area. Wet fields may cause delays in the planting season this spring. Planting season typically begins during the second half of this month and into the beginning of next month. On a final note for you, officials with the Indiana Department of Transportation say there is only one road closed due to high waters at this point. That is State Road 257 at the Pike and Daviess County lines. In other news this evening, area law enforcement were kept busy over the weekend with several notable incidents of shoplifting. We began on Friday with 2 arrests. The first of those happened Friday morning when a Pike County man was taken into custody. Just after 10 a.m., officers were contacted by the owner of Heartwood Sales, an electronics recycling business along East 6th Street, in regards to the suspected theft. Police conducted an investigation and determined that 33-year-old Brett Vinson of Otwell had stolen about $25 worth of electronics and gasoline. Jasper police charged Vinson with theft, and he was also arrested on a warrant out of Daviess County for check deception. Vinson was booked into the Du Bois County Security Center. Then Friday afternoon, a Martin County man was arrested for an attempted theft at the Jasper Walmart. Jasper police say just before 3 p.m., members of Walmart's asset protection staff observed 25-year-old Eric Killian Golden of Lagodi taking video games and a DVD from the electronics area into other areas of the store and removing the games and DVD from their cases. They say Killian Golden then left the store without paying for the items. Police say the stolen items worth $45 were later found in Killian Golden's vehicle. Killian Golden was arrested by Jasper police on a Class D felony charge for theft, and he was lodged into the Du Bois County Security Center. And finally, last night, a Jasper woman was arrested after fleeing from police over a $7 bottle of wine. At 6:45 last night, Jasper police received a call from an employee at Holiday Foods who was reporting a shoplifting incident that had occurred. The investigation found that 29-year-old Hannah McWaters tried to steal a bottle of wine worth just under $7 and then fled the scene before police arrived. After getting McWaters' description, police found her walking in a nearby apartment complex. They took her into custody and took her back to Holiday Foods, where she was identified as the shoplifter. McWaters was then lodged in the Du Bois County Security Center. She is facing theft charges. The Du Bois County Sheriff's Department assisted Jasper police. Folks traveling along I-69 over the next month or so may experience some delays. The Indiana Department of Transportation says starting with today, work to repair bridge decks on the span of I-69 over the White River at the Davies-Pike County lines will cause temporary lane restrictions. INDOT officials say the right lane of both north and southbound I-69 will be closed to allow for the work to occur. The lane restrictions will remain in place around the clock until all work is complete. Weather permitting, the work should be done by the end of the day on Monday, April 28th. Crews will then move the lane restrictions to the left lane of both the north and southbound paths. Those lane restrictions will be in place through Monday, May 12th. INDOT is once again urging motorists to slow down and stay alert when they encounter work zones. The Jasper Strassenfest Committee is now seeking sponsors for this year's event. The committee has various sponsorship packages available. These range from $50 for a name listing to $1,500. The $1,500 sponsorship includes company name listing, company logos, and several other benefits, including having your business or family name listed in the Strassenfest program booklet and on the website. Any business who is interested in being a sponsor for this year's Strassenfest can do so in several ways. These include by going online to jasperstrassenfest.org and clicking on the sponsorship link. You can also contact Sponsorship Coordinator Lisa Wallace at 639-3651 or the Jasper Chamber of Commerce at 482-6866. The deadline for registration in order to have your business or family name listed is May 1st. Finally this evening, another big event happened over the weekend in the city of Huntingburg. Saturday marked the 3rd annual Garden Gate Jazz, Art, Wine, and Craft Beer Festival. The music started at 2 p.m. with Brian Curella and the Jazz Vineyard based out of Louisville. Art was on display throughout the day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the music ran until 8 p.m. Saturday evening. There were also several opportunities to sample wine and craft beer starting at 2 p.m. Some of those in attendance included French Lick, Monkey Hollow, and Pepper Ridge wineries, along with Basket Case and Carson's Breweries. The festival was part of Garden Gate Days that are hosted annually in downtown Huntingburg. Jasper native Wade Baker once again was the headliner, with the Jasper High School Jazz Ensemble performing during the breaks. All right, coming up after the break, Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner joins me for Monday with the Mayor, plus your local forecast, sports with Kurt Duxell, and Inform with Pat Moriarty and Dave Englert. That's all up next on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.